Welcome to the second lesson. This lesson is about a rational or a yogic understanding of food. This will be a lesson, not a teaching class basically. I will be sharing you a very practical logic. With the help of it, you can always make better choices in your food. Either you are a vegetarian or a vegan or a carnivore, doesn't matter. This video will help you understand how you should go with the food. Basically, the idea behind the whole concept of food will be thoroughly demystified. So the first understanding or rationale here comes that you must get is every single person has different objectives of eating the food, and that is the main issue. Somebody is eating food because he or she is sad or depressed. Somebody is eating because as recreational means. Somebody is eating just to fill up their tummy. Somebody is eating for nutritional purposes, to make a very beautiful body, a bulked up body. So different motives, and the more the motives, the more the confusion. So firstly, the whole concept, the whole misconceptions, the foundation is cleared in yogic texts with one single word, that is mita ahar. I will also link the resource material, the name of the book, in the description. So how we should eat, this is the most phenomenal thing talked about by ancient Indians. One should offer or eat food to please the Shiva in him, the inner divinity. We should not eat like we are beasts, like we are eating for myself. I am eating to fill this tummy. No, the intention, if you just change the intention, the way the food reacts with your body, the way your system will work will change upside down, I could say. Just think, I'm eating this food, this tasty meal, to serve the purpose of making my inner divinity prosper. I'm not eating this food especially to just fill my tummy. I'm eating this for a greater purpose, to as a prasad to the Shiva that is in me. With this understanding, the whole essence and taste of food changes. Try it once in your next meal. Now moving to the second logic, that is basically a very scientific logic. You could say we should eat simple meals. The more simple the food, the better it is for our health. I'm not talking about the nature of food, it is sattvic or tamasic. I'm just talking the more simple the food, the better it is. Why? Because then our body intelligence can work on it. We don't need to decide with our mind what we have to eat. We don't ever in your life, after watching this video, you will never in your life have to plan what to eat next. Your inner being will tell you, your body consciousness intelligence will tell you. How? Because we have a masterpiece, an intelligent being sitting right on the top of the alimentary canal known as our tongue. Our tongue is meant to guide us what to eat. So how will the tongue help? The tongue can only help when you are eating simple foods, when you are not mixing up the tastes. For example, take example of an apple. You eat an apple, your tongue recognizes it as sweet. You eat one apple, two apple, four apple, six apples. That's enough. Your tongue will say stop. Enough sweets for today. Now let's go for something else, or the tummy is full, that's it. But on the same other hand, if you're eating a complex thing, you are eating an apple fizzy drink, or you are eating an apple pie, you are adding different ingredients in it, and what happens, the tongue basically is lied, it gets confused, it is overstimulated, it sends powerful neural electrical signals to our brain, and it gets stimulation. And what happens, our mind is hyped up and the concept of desires comes in. Then we are eating for desires. But if you keep the taste to the minimalistic, to the nearest of the simplest, this issue will never happen. Now we will be exploring how this logic works with different questions. The question is, should I drink wine? Red wine is helpful. Red wine really helps to purify our blood. We should have red wine. We should drink beer, man. It is healthy. We should eat more chilies. Spices are good for our digestive system. These are the misconceptions. Just understand this with the simple rationale of the tongue. Do you like the taste of beer? It is pungent, it is fermented. Normally, if you eat it directly or raw, fermented food will never taste good. It is not meant to be eaten. Simple as that. Your tongue is rejecting it. But what happens? We out of the thought, of our desires, of our information, acting out of mind, not out of our inner being. We think this is healthy, we think this will give us pleasure, we think it will free us from our worries. Because of the future expectation, messing all the things with our mind, we drink it with namkeen and XYZ salty things, but it is not what the inner being wants. Take the another example of spices. Can you eat a green chili raw? You can never, man. Why? Because the tongue is not accepting it. It is not to be eaten. But what we do, we take a chili and then we take something sweet. We make it chatpata, sweet and spicy, hot and sweet. These are the things we use. We can never have it raw. This simple understanding, take the food, like if it is having a major composition, bring it to the nearest of its raw state that is edible and check, can you eat it? For example, there is butter chicken. Now to check, is butter chicken helpful for my body or does my inner being needs it? Take it to its nearest to the raw state, that would be a boiled chicken, and try tasting it. Does your tongue allows it? Are you able to eat it, or a raw chicken? If not, it is not to be ingested by you. The body intelligence says no. Your mind could plan up different things, different intelligences. It has nutritional value XYZ, but it is all fooling yourself. For sports person who are keen in nutrition, to know the nutritional value, you must see better resources. There are different alternatives for everything. That's it. Any other doubts regarding food, I would be answering up to 1 month on the comments section after the upload of this video. Next, others can always mail to me. So this was the basic understanding, the basic lesson. Practice this. The fundamental thing is practice mita ahar, moderate eating, don't overeat, and that will never happen if you just for a moment put a thought in your mind that I'm eating for the inner divinity. I'm not eating just to fill up my tummies. You will never overeat. You will follow mita ahar unconsciously, and that will be helpful. And the second thing is to understand what I should eat or not. Take it to the simplest raw state. This is the conclusion. Take it to the nearest to the raw state and check, can you eat it? For example, if you want egg curry, try eating the egg raw. If you can eat it, your body requires it. Your body is wanting it. But if you cannot, then it is not meant to be eaten. Simple as that. Food demystified. Share this understanding if it helped you. And any questions, let me know in the comment box or mail me. Namaskar. The next lesson is about asanas demystified. You don't have flexibility. You are horribly unfit. You are sick. You are bedridden. How can asanas help me? We will demystify asanas in the next video for you. Have a great day ahead. Namaskar.